Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, Bhaktavijaya274. As you may remember, Surdas was delighted because he was getting paid to feed the saints. He composed and sang with his own lips many songs. By these, Surdas pleaded with the husband of Rukmini, with feelings of great reverence for him. Words without actions, worthless. One day, when performing a kirtan, he was praising the saints and in the joy of love composed a poem. Listen to what he said. Surdas is the holder of the shoes of the saints. It is so written in the Abhangas. Hearing him say this, the noble Vaishnavas felt great surprise. One said it is an untrue statement, which Surdas has written in his poetic composition. For if it is not seen in his actions, then what is the good of his describing it in words? If a cloud does not rain down upon the earth, then the sky thunder is in vain. When there is no life in the body, it is the lingayats who adorn the corpse. As if one should sit in the bazaar to sell musk which has no fragrance. So of what use is poetic ability without action? Putting on different guises, an actor acts, but because his action is not real, his color does not remain. If one has made a picture of the sun, he or she cannot give it light. So this poetic composition of Surdas seems to us. The three kinds of people variously put blame upon him. Some were pious and wise, and they were well satisfied. Those given to talk and of curious minds said, this poetry is merely modern. His composition is useless, as it is not realized in his actions. Even if a coin is new, a fool rejects it. So without good reason, some blame modern poetry. After many days have passed, however, people will accept it. Maya has given a wrong idea. Last season was a good one for crops, but this season is one of famine. A dead person is fortunate. These are common sayings. When a wise person is before them, the ignorant call them fool. After the wise have died, they loudly praise them. First there is a mistake and then the remembrance of it. That is the custom, but wise people understand it from experience. Surdas passes his test. Well, it is needless to speak any more of this. God's Maya is irresistible and puts people into the snare of wrong ideas, or sinks them into the mire of doubt. The Bhakta and noble Vaishnava, Surdas, continued constantly in the service of the saints. Those who reviled his poetry did so without proper thought. They said he possesses no action and he's speaking in a hypocritical way. As Surdas was going one day to see and worship God, Bairagi approached him. He said to himself, I want to test Surdas and see how his poetic statement is true. So thinking to himself, he spoke to Surdas. Listen to what he said. He said to Surdas, I am hurrying to see and worship at the temple. Keep my shoes in your hand, and for the moment take good care of them. Hearing what the Bairagi said, Surdas was quite pleased. He said, for many days that was the purpose which I was holding in my mind. That longing in my heart has come to good fruitage. I've lost my mental perplexities. He then descended at once from his palanquin. He asked the man for the shoes and took them in his hand. He then stood by the great door of the temple and, folding the shoes in his garment, held them close to his heart in love. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.